The 1914 world, a period of contemporary fashion, culture, and technology, the pinnacle of civilization, really. Let's go to battle. Everyone understood that a major conflict was imminent. Germany wanted to steal more of everyone's belongings. France wanted some of the things that Germany had taken back, and the British were uneasy because Germany was constructing a large, attractive navy. Both of these empires believed they were quite cool. However, many of the locals think it was that all, and with Russian assistance, a few of them had even begun announcing their independence. Behind everyone's back, they were discussing one another. Suddenly, everyone was eager to beat each other up because military technology had advanced significantly since the last big conflict. There were some Bosnians and Serbs in this region of Austria-Hungary who detested living there. Thus, with his car's itinerary pre-published, the Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary takes a leisurely journey there in an open-top vehicle, and that went about as smoothly as you might have imagined. Along the way, some assassins were waiting for him and launched bombs at his car. However, they missed and instead destroyed 3 officers behind. The entire war is thus avoided when the Archduke flees Sarajevo and goes into hiding. But no, instead of departing, the Archduke returns to the hospital in the open-top vehicle to pay the wounded officers a visit. By pure happenstance, the motorist becomes stuck next to one of the failed assassins after making a mistake turn. Who fires at it? Austria-Hungary is naturally furious about all of this and believes the Serbian government may have been involved. Hey, Germany, we're gonna declare war on Serbia, they tell their friend Germany, and Germany is fine for it. Thus, Austria-Hungary sends Serbia a long list of unrealistic requests, and when Serbia rejects them, they declare war. Germany and Austria-Hungary make war on one another because they are friends, but Russia, who is friends with France, protects Serbia. Montenegro also participates. There is also a sort of alliance between Britain and France. Therefore, when France asks, "Hey, Britain, you got my back?" Britain responds, "Maybe," and chooses to remain neutral. This is excellent for Germany since they have a plan. They understand that Russia is so large and uncoordinated that it will take them all to prepare for war. Therefore, with this man in control, Germany will move quickly to throw all of its forces into France while Russia prepares. Beat France, then defeat Russia by moving all the soldiers there. After that, we all speak German and consume Pfefferpotas on a daily basis. There is only one issue. France's border with Germany is lined with numerous forts and defenses. Germany chooses to avoid them since they can't afford to waste time combating them. Via Belgium. Germany intends to march 750,000 troops via Belgium, which is neutral, in order to circumvent France's fortifications. They're hoping that Belgium would simply stop talking and sit down. However, they don't. They slow the Germans down by fighting back, and they're really adept at it too. Even worse is the appearance of Britain. Additionally, they are quite incensed at Germany's invasion of neutral nations. Britain has just declared war on Germany. Germany thus continues into Belgium, committing crimes in the process. Additionally, they adorn their uniform with spikes and occasionally skulls. Therefore, if you want to avoid appearing like the bad guys, well done. The propaganda extravaganza of the Allies begins to have an impact globally, particularly in America. As a sort of Jesus figure, U.S. President Woodrow Wilson spends the majority of the war urging everyone to embrace him. However, there are also many ethnic Germans in the United States, and before the start of the war, "Yay, Germany!" they exclaim. However, they are less enthused now that they are committing crimes in Belgium. Come on, let's play. Look out for the French soldier. Have you seen him? Simple, isn't it? Do you know who else saw him quickly? He's wearing a bright blue uniform with red pants. The German. Thus, the Germans' enormous guns easily destroyed the French as they marched slowly in columns into the countryside. Every country that participated in this conflict entered it with an antiquated war mindset. During the Great War, they all had to make significant updates to their tactics and uniform, because no one has ever witnessed a conflict like this one before. Russia is prepared for conflict and more earlier than anticipated. Hey, Austria-Hungary, can you get on top of that? Oh, yes, of course. This is within our grasp. In order to protect itself from the Russians, Germany must return some troops to the east. This man is the Austro-Hungarian Army's chief of staff. Additionally, despite his good looks, he is not the most skilled military strategist. Germany's advice is consistently disregarded by Austria-Hungary, who then flee to Germany in times of crisis. Small Serbia even kicks Austria-Hungary in the ass, thwarting all of their invasion attempts at the beginning of the conflict. However, Germany has better news in the north, where they virtually destroy the Russian Second Army. The Germans are still moving forward and can be seen approaching Paris on the Western Front. Anyone could be forgiven for believing that the Germans would win that swift victory at this time. Then, however, things begin to go awry. The French commander-in-chief was aware that action was required. He also commanded his forces to halt their withdrawal. The German lines became exposed in the ensuing fight. The attacker can flank you from the side and behind if a gap appears. The German armies must therefore withdraw. The Germans take defensive positions as the Allies counterattack. The same is true for the Allies. After that, both sides head north in an attempt to outflank one another. With trench systems extending all the way from the coast to Switzerland, they are at a standstill when they get to the sea. Trench warfares start on the Western Front. The way trench warfare operates is as follows. No man's land lies between two opposing trench lines. For days at a time, one side would bombard the other with hundreds of thousands of artillery projectiles. Many soldiers suffered from shell shock as a result of this significant psychological impact. After leaving their positions, the invading troops would dash across no man's land. A muddy, soggy jumble of barbed wire and shell craters. Thousands of people would be killed as the defending trench opened fire on the assailants with machine guns. Wave after wave was sent by the attackers until either they surrendered or the enemy trench was eventually overrun. To gain a few meters or kilometers of land would require months of warfare and thousands of lives. The trenches were also a horrible place to live. Rats, sickness, pools of toxic water, corpses, muck that might swallow you whole, and the stench. The fact that commanders ordered millions of soldiers to endure terrible conditions for years is absurd.